right, so here today we got a fun one, something that I wanted to warn you about because yesterday or the day before, my days are messed up here. I made a video where I talked about, hey, what to kind of do. It is close to the end of year now, and we had a week or two of, almost 2 weeks now, of Tristan. Altogether, what do you want to do when it comes to summoning and such? And I gave you my thought process and everything. The one thing that I forgot to mention, and I realized like a little bit after, like, oh, this exists still, is that there is something that might also take up a lot of your gems this year. It depends, because every year people say like, hey, I'm not doing it, and then they cave in and end up buying some stuff here. Pretty much there is a special event coming soon, which is going to be a sale in the game, and that sale does have some very good things that you might want to acquire, as this stuff will help you boost in PvP. If you don't care about PvP, then don't do this. If you care about drip, then do this. Like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. You'll understand what I talk about in 2 seconds. Here we go. Pretty much though, I went through the patch notes over here for Christmas. This is going to be your New Year's update. So remember, sometimes, mind you, and I want to make sure this is clear, they do start it early to like pre-generate some sales. 2 years ago or 3 years ago, at some point, I don't know if it was Gone Melee or if it was Perg Melee, one of the two. It was one of the two, I think. They did drop it a little bit early. So for example, tomorrow is a maintenance, right? Tonight is the thing. We have 24 hours from now. The maintenance will go live and everything associated, or patch notes will go live, right? With this though, it'll announce whatever they have in store for Christmas, or pre-Christmas too. That's going to be Ellie is what we're thinking it is. And then we still don't know if she's Christmas Ellie or not. We'll see. But this is going to be an update, okay? They sometimes drop it here, or when Deanna occurs. We know that Deanna is coming too. That's going to be for a step-up banner at some point. When that happens, they could drop this there too. Or they could drop this on New Year's. It depends on them. They've done very weird things, so they're flip-floppy with it. But it is the Sacred Treasure Shop discount. The Sacred Treasure Shop discount is the costume shop, which is on sale. Remember, costumes generate you, what? It generates you CC and an extra effect. Altogether, though, it is still a worth it thing to invest into, especially with this year. You had a lot of characters that popped off, and they're still very, very good. There's a lot of characters that are prominent in most contents and such, and if you are trying to first drift them out, this is the way to do so. If you're trying to pretty much get extra CC, this is the way to do so. The costumes that will be there, by the way, so first, UR costumes get dwindled down to 20 gems, the SSR ones go to 15, and then the SR ones go to 7. The costumes, Heroes Bloodline, Young Lancelot, and Unknown Power Little Hero Percival are not included in this event. So remember, what's going to happen is, Ellie, no, not Ellie, because it's Tristan 100% is not available, and if there was a new named character before Tristan, that's also not available, right? That's how it's going to work. So Tristan is 100% unavailable. They always do that. The November Fez is not available via the costume sale. It sucks, but I can't do anything about that. That's what they do. So just be aware about that if you are curious. They also rerun a bunch of costumes. I don't know what they're rerunning this year, but there's always, it's pretty much 4 weeks of costume reruns, and there's a lot of them that drop, and some of them are pretty nice if you've missed them, and it burns at your soul. Purchase them. Most of the time when these reruns occur, they're pretty much for units that are dead. Like by this point last year, these units were dead. They were. It's worth mentioning that yes, if you would like them, you could still buy them. There's no issue with there. They are still drip, right, associated. So if you are a fan of them, purchase them. But the costume sale will be making its reappearance here at some point this month. It could be returning tomorrow. It could be returning in 2 weeks. It could be returning in 3 weeks. I can't confirm for you. All I know is it's coming out this month 100%, because it always does. It always drops for New Year's. It's always called the New Year. Again, discount event, right? And rerun as well. All right, so be on the lookout. I wanted to also kind of show you what to kind of go for, because again, there are some good characters that dropped this year that you may want to go and sort of plan for. And again, it's not for everyone. Free players will be like, go, what are you talking about? This is not for us. Some want this, right? You sometimes want to build some of them. You sometimes want to acquire some of this stuff here, and the best time to do so is when they're cheap. That's it. And also, again, this is why I dropped my gem farm video, which if you would like to go and do it, try it out. It's something that I do consistently, but people are like, oh, don't even do it, it's a waste of time. You know what it is? It genuinely is. On my free-to-play account for the first 4 or 5 years, when I ran that like fully, like insanely, it's something that I did daily. So try it out. If you need some extra gems, it will help you a ton. And I've given you the knowledge. Best of luck with it. So first off, it's gonna start like over here. There's a lot of the characters down here that we mainly care about. Remember, if you are trying to build your Skuld, and I know a lot of people want to build Skuld, she's still very good in every PvE content. Again, this doesn't affect PvE hard. It doesn't, right? It just gives you some defense, gives you some attack, some stuff like that. It's not like God tier stats where you're like, oh my god, I did so much better in the bird because I did this. No. But it's going to be, again, if it's drip that you want, or if it's, again, just a load of stats and be a box CC and GB points and whatever, that's there. I will still say, for the most part, this is more so oriented to PvP, and that's where you want to purchase them for. And Scald may not be the best in PvP anymore, but depends, right? If you have a stance cancel, she's done for it. But other than that, I still think she has potential, but yeah. Demon King, people say that he got replaced, so, and he will get replaced with next. But Demon King's there. If you're trying to build him, that's how you're going to do so. Gelda, which again, players are like, dude, Gelda had the best skin ever. Why would you swap that? That's up to you, but it's there too, and she does have a lot of potential, and she's still great in PvE. I still use her a ton, so that's there as well. Demon King, all of his stuff. Kian is there as well. Don't forget about that. It's going to be discounted, all their costumes pretty much. They still have a lot of potential, and if we get another giant at any point next year, they still, I think, should remain. There's no replacement to them. I doubt that if a new unit drops, it replaces them, in my opinion. Over here, I don't know about this one. He has cool skins, don't get me wrong, bro. But I don't know if that's worth it. You have over here the Wedding Time one for, again, them looking dripped up as hell. If you are interested, they are available. Mael is there as well, so if you are interested in that too. Yeah, I use him. Yeah, you use him with Tristan. I use him, and he does very well with Tristan. So he's still there. I don't know if when Meliodas drops, if that is the unit. I don't know how that shifts up things, but that's there as well. You then have that one skin that dropped over here for Hell. It's a super cool skin. If you are interested in it, it is there. It's, again, for green Hell. You then have on, if you are interested in using her like that in PvP, you can be my guest. Melly Ellie, I don't know what's going to happen with this Fez, how much this replaces them, but they are there. Lancelot, he's on the 4-Koa team. You want to build him, finally. Nauseant, if he's their bench unit anywhere, you want to build him. Balder for, not PvP anymore, but PvE, I guess. You don't really use her too much. There's Sobnok as well. Again, I want to buy one of Sobnok's skins just because I use her here and there. And, you know, I don't have any red skins. Over here we have Escanor, if you're still using him. He is there as well. Original Gelda, original Melly, original Ellie, original Hell, original Demon King, Tristan. Tier's used everywhere, dog. Especially green and the other new tier, or old tier and green tier. So it might be a worth it investment if you would like to. Plus, I think that affects his Unity, right? Because it's still CC. Mael is there as well. Freya, other Melly, other Escanor. Bench units, how dare I forget. Depending on the bench unit you run, if you're still running if you're still using like Freyr like that, if you're still using Nanashi like that, you make sure to get them too, because they will help you a ton. If you are running Sariel should be already maxed out, but if anybody doesn't have a 4th or 5th costume for you, that's kind of what you want to go for if you're using them in content like that. I know that LR Cusack picked up a revive, but I think you should have costumes for him. There's been a bunch of them. And yeah, pretty much just, again, bench units, associations, links, stuff like that you also want to go for. If you're 24/7 spamming Sariel, base Sariel, and you don't have all his costumes, or at least some of them maxed out, do that, because you're using him the most, right? It's still CC at the end of the day, and any CC that helps you, that's a permanent increase across your account, because most of the time you're using Sariel and Tarmiel. So again, always take a look into that. But as we get over here, it's like lesser and much lesser and lesser used characters. But if there is a new LR potentially announced between now and then, those will be on sale too. They might also rerun stuff like this. If you are interested and you haven't bought them already, you might be able to buy them too. But yeah, that's there. So we'll see. Rerun a curse as well. I don't know what drops in that, but if it's anything crazy, be my guest and pick them up. But there is, again, this year a lot of stuff that's dropped, and a lot of it still requires to be used. So association, box CC, just GB points, just PvE units, just drip, just whatever reason, be my guest and get them. I definitely have my list already associated, and probably I'm going 200 gems to the shop. I have a lot of stuff that I want to buy, and it's 20 gems. So, you know, hey, I'll have some fun with it, and I hope you do too. Take care, have fun, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have fun, stay safe, peace out, enjoy. Get ready for the Sacred Treasure Shop at some point this month, coming soon. Get ready for it, or don't plan for it. You don't care, you don't care.